San Antonio taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brand, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Purdy now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1. 2nd down and 8. Lamb will go in motion.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, And that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see that it will be less difficult on themselves on this drive. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. The Niners at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Ayuk goes in motion. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Purdy looking to throw. The hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. So when you factor in the safety, that's now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Jair Brown on the stop there. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Sentinels nothing.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 3rd down and 1. Prescott to throw it. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Purdy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown point, and the lead is up to 5. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A gain of 14. And the San Antonio.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Still going inside the 20. And touchdown! Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Sentinels are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The kicker on for the extra point.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Open man, Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's Purdy. His throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Purdy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
In motion is Gray. Purdy now on second down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Prescott from the gun. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun again to Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The slot man in motion right. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. They need 2. Here's third down. They're trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Sentinels will extend their lead on the final play of the half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. 101 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run with McCaffrey off the option. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
McCaffrey on the counter. And room there to work it inside the 25. And quickly they get to the line. They go play action here. Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Prescott to throw this time. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Purdy from the gun. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And that's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Prescott now. He's got it complete to Tolbert. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Prescott going to change the play. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, a design run here for Ayuk. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Purdy. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he's going to have the 49ers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to try and take off with it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Brock Purdy, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Back to the air on second down, Purdy. That's complete left side to Gray. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
It's not like we can freeze the defense. We got to make a play here. Track 60. Right now. Let's go get that 6.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. There he goes, left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And the San Antonio 1st down.
Hey, 47. We go 47.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Sentinels are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
3rd down and 13. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Well, Prescott here to throw. That one down the field for Ferguson. Touchdown! Jake Ferguson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Sentinels are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
49ers 19.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because